Hello, everybody. I am going to be doing this by video review, like this kind. Not, no need to go live. It's going to take like 5 minutes or so. But I just want to talk about what I'm looking for in a dive, and what I'm not looking for in a dive, as well as talking about space. So this is both to kind of talk about what I look for and to see if what I'm looking for is correct. Um, so we have, I don't have the tab, but we have Winston. Uh, Sorry to go slow on this. There should be a play speed somewhere. I don't know. So we're looking for the dive. You can see soldiers shooting, or Hammond. It looks like Hammond. You can see a Zarya here. We know there's a Mercy. You just saw the Mercy. Pause. I'm gonna try to back it up and get it. Okay. Very grainy image, but okay. So what do we have right here? Where's stickers? Stickers. We have a. Do they not have Zar? They do. Zarya here. A. Actually, I don't need the stickers yet. They have Zarya, Hammond. You can see Soldier, Mercy. We don't know what the fifth is. Phantom's over here being Phantom. So here I'm checking corners. Oh, we should. Okay, yeah. You can see that there's a Mei. Pause. So right here, this is what we know. Um, we're going to go to Lizard World. I guess we can go with full map. But it sucks that we have to use full map, but stickers. Zarya is here. Mei does not seem. There's Mei. Mei's in here. And I believe Hammond is too, but I'm not 100% sure. Um, Zen is here. Mercy is here. And Soldier is here. And so it's one. So now we get to talk about space. And we're going to talk about what's our space, what's their space, what's neither. Um, Basically, right now, everything in this box is their space. Phantom's in here, yeah, but with a Mei, Zarya can go in, Soldier can go in. You're not. Yeah, no, that's their space. Zarya has this. You can kind of say Zarya may be taking up some of this space, but it's theirs. So, blue space. This is actually nobody's space. We we don't own it. They can go there all they want. Yellow space. So this is contested. This is where the fight right now would happen, kind of in this area. And our space, we have this. That is a terrible drawing. And right now, basically all of this. And another thing I want to keep in mind is where Kenny is. We're going to put Kenny where he is. Kenny is sitting up in here somewhere. So we have to mind his line of sights. So if we look at this dive that Loaded is doing right now. Loaded is D.Va. Bloop. He is going straight from green to red. Now, there's a couple problems here. One, Zarya has a very strong circle around her where she's pretty She deals a lot of damage. And non-eatable damage. Now say I did jump with D.Va, which I wasn't gonna because I wasn't actually ready for that jump. And by the time I would have been ready, it was kind of too late. Mei rotates here. Soldier walks right. Zarya backs up. Zen can heal. Mercy can heal through shields. Zarya is going to take maybe 6 seconds to die. How long does it take from Mei, Soldier, Mercy, Zen, and Zarya to kill one of us? A second? 2 seconds? It is really dangerous. Plus, Ana does not have line of sight. And there's another mistake with the dive. Boosters. Say you didn't know that Soldier was there, which right now I can't see it. Looking back, I should have been able to see it, and my mistake for not. You were going on a dive, and yet you have no way to get out of it. So it's very dangerous. So let's see how this plays out. So I get dove by the Hammond, and that's kind of a break for Loaded that he gets. I'm not paying attention to my health. D-Max him. If Hammond had been there, it would have been over a lot sooner. Now I'm going to pause. So I jumped this early, but I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna show you what the idea behind this dive is. I do jump this very early, and I'm gonna draw the space again. So if you remember, this area was blue space, this is green, and this is red. But what happened was they decided, all of them as a team, whoops, excuse me, all of them as a team we're gonna go up here. This space turns red, very red. But what also happens is this space turns yellow. And if you look at who's at the back of the yellow space, good old Mercy. Whoops. Good old Zen. And in order to get from okay. In order to get from green space to yellow space, no cooldowns. Which means if everyone in here turns around and starts shooting, I should be able to go wee right back to the Ana safely. Now, I do screw up this play. One, I go too early, and instead of this being the space control, it's actually this. So it's a little more dangerous. And watch what happens. So place the bubble. Now I jump in. That was me. Oh, that's not what I want. Oh well, you get to see my Facebook messages for a bit. I just dove into this nice red space. I just used my cooldown right into it. And the only way I survived was because Kenny happened to have line of sight. And that was a mistake on my part. I overextended there. I ended up getting the kill I should not have. And I end up living and I should not have. But that's effectively what I'm looking for in a dive. I'm looking to go from an area of green to an area of yellow to take the fight. And so this So let's go over what happens if we do take this dive. So let's add the stickers back in. We're gonna put Zarya here. We're gonna put our Ana where she was. I really wish there's a better image, but this is what we got to go with. Add sticker. Soldiers, basically in room. Zen, Mercy, then Mei. And we have Winston D.Va diving. What's important to look at is where we're diving. So the idea of Loaded was to dive the Zarya. So what would happen is, do orange for this. I would have had to dive. That's weird. Oh well. I would have had to dive roughly here, so I could put my bubble leg here. So we're fighting behind the Zarya. This is what would split up the supports from the Zarya, right? But again, Mercy can just GA in. I'm pretty sure Zen's orb, the Harmony one at least, can go through shield. If not, really, all Zarya has to do is back up a little into her team, and she's fine. And if we peek back, we're dead. These two can break the shield very quickly. It's just a very, very dangerous dive. Also, there's no reason to do it because we're on defense. Like the point, green, very green. They don't have control. They're not near the point. In order to win, they have to take the point. They're not near it. We don't have to do anything. And if we don't do anything, they can't win it until they do something. And when they do something, they're going to open themselves up. So let's take this theoretical a little bit. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show what happens if they push, if we waited 5 seconds and they did not go up the side alley. Because obviously if they go up the side alley, we wait a second longer than I did, we dive the back, supports are down, easy cleanup. What we would likely have seen is Zarya take this space. We would have seen Soldier. Well, Mercy probably would have ended up with Zarya. So Mercy would have been somewhere in here. Hammond would have been, who knows? Who knows with Hammond? Soldier would have probably ended up somewhere here. And Zen ends up somewhere here too. So you might ask, oh, and Mei's up front. Mei would end up being up front for sure. Now, the question is, what's the difference between diving here, between this and what was before? Well, before, like we're not diving up front, but if we dive the back, what happens? Well, if there's trouble, it's really easy to get out, really easy to drop on. We can hit the supports, which it's a lot easier to kill a support than a tank. If we do drop on the supports, the tank-like beings, being Zarya and Mei, who would be contesting point, have to turn around and go backward. And our people on the point are then shooting at the backs of Zarya and Mei. Sure, maybe it's harder to hit a headshot, but it's a lot easier not to die if you're not getting shot at. Not to mention, so yeah, easy out, easy kills, they have to back up. It's just a lot easier of a fight. You're also dealing with just kind of Mercy, Soldier, Zen. DM can really eat that up. Like, it's I'm not explaining this well, but diving Zen, Mercy, Soldier in the position like this is so much easier than diving a Zarya where she was. So that's kind of more what I'm looking for. I'm looking for safer jumps, safer dives where I don't have to jump. I'm looking for opportunities to create space, which, if these two turn around, space is created. A little bit, but enough for whatever DPS over here to work with. If they don't turn around, they're not going to get healing anyway. So the DPS should win that fight. Hammond's just going to do Hammond things. So that is what I would have done. Yeah, I think that's about sums it up. Again, diving on defense early is bad because if they have like what a 25% chance to capture every time they take a team fight, you want them to have like 2 team fights. If you kill them right away as they come to the gate, they could have, I don't know, 10 team fights. 10 times to get 25% chance. Pretty good. 2 times, it's a coin flip. You'd rather wait. So that is how I'm going to play defensive Winston. Defensive dive. I'm going to wait for an opportunity. Or, well, in this case, they don't have anything that can dive. Except for Hammond. That's Hammond. The other option is they do have dive. If they dive, we counter dive. That's pretty simple, but that's not what we're looking for. Either way, defensive dive is really looking for opportunities. You need to be patient, and you can't just take a fight when you want to. You have to wait for them to give you an opportunity to do so. And sometimes you have to make your own opportunities. I'll give you that. But there are ways to do that that you don't get deleted instantly. So yeah,